Hey guys, today we are going to be replacing my sprinkler heads. I'm actually going to raise it up quite a bit in preparation for my sand leveling project and also in preparation for summertime. So just a few things before we move on. I want to talk about some watering and the watering basics. Typically most turf grasses require 1 inch of rainfall or watering per week, and if you don't know what that is, you can try a tuna can test. There's so many videos about the tuna can test. I won't be covering that here. Another way you can also check your watering depth is water the area 1 hour afterwards. You could use a 6 to 8 inch screwdriver and you should be able to stick it in the ground with no problem. Just like that. As far as watering goes, I see many people watering every day. Bermuda grass doesn't have to be watered every day. I've learned a tip that what you can do is water your lawn and then check to see how many days you can go before it starts turning like a silver grayish color, and then mark that date and then go back 1 more day. So if it takes 4 days for your lawn to turn that silver gray look, then your next watering cycle should be 3 days. Today we're actually going to be using the MP rotators. I love these heads. I used to go with conventional spray heads, and I found that usually with those traditional spray heads, they arc so much that in between that arc, you get a lot of dry spots, or what we call them as hot spots. And after using these, I've noticed that I've minimized those hot spots. Right now, I actually have no hot spots after using these heads. Also, these MP rotators will actually save money, and I like the fact that they emit bigger droplets, so they actually hit pretty much the whole target area that you're going for. So some tips that I can point out is when you're doing some irrigation work, you can try either getting a box or a crate like this and put all your tools in there so you're not having to run back and forth to the garage. These are a few items that you'll be needing: small shovel, a riser extractor, wrench, cutter, leveling. And what I like to do is I usually take a pail with me. That keeps the job clean. So any soil that I do take out, I put back. I have a 3-inch trenching tool. I found that this shovel works best when you do any irrigation repair. All right, so let's start. So right now what I'm doing is I'm digging around the head. I am not stomping on this shovel. As I said in my previous irrigation repair, is you never know where your line, where your wires, or anything like that could be under. Now that I've done that, what I like to do is separate I think this is the hardest part here, especially if you have deep roots. Well, look at those roots. All right, let's see how tall these, or how long these roots are. I don't know if you can see that. Let's see if I can They're pretty close to 10 inches. I'm gonna quickly check where that level is now. And I was wondering why. Look at that. Sometimes when I'm digging in these holes, you never know what you can find. I found some interesting things that sometimes the contractors or whoever put your lawn in with the what they threw in there. So right now I'm just basically digging around this head. I just want to go deep enough to where, you know, when I pull the line out, or when I pull the head out, I can have a place where the water can kind of pool. I don't really have to worry about what goes in the system. I use, when I buy a head, there's usually a flush valve that I like. All right, we're almost close to the bottom here. I'm going to show you real quick why you don't jump on your shovel. Right there, you can see I could have busted that pipe if I was stomping on that line. Well, look at that, I got an earthworm, little baby one. That's for you, lawn grapes. I have soil, not dirt. I'm gonna remove the head. You'll see water come out. I'm going to see if I can keep this riser. Right now I'm just kind of cleaning that riser. I want a good contact between the thread and the new body, spray body. Like I said, have everything in your toolbox. Luckily I have had some paper towel here. Just going to clean the thread off. I'm going to take my new head. Let's go with this one. Yeah, luckily in my box of goodies, I had some spray heads with varying heights. And I think this might be perfect for this application. So I'm going to take my level and see if it's either flush or just slightly underneath the level. And I think we're right there. Bingo. Okay, now that we flushed the line, I'm just going to return the soil back to the hole. Okay, now that it's flushed, we're going to return the same head that was on the previous spray body. It was working perfectly fine, so we'll just use that